Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and I am a collector and hoarder of makeup. And to continue to collect and hoard makeup, I promised my spouses that I would create content. So here I am. So now I say spouses because before I would just like call Keegan out, like straight up my husband. But so we were like, it's kind of like, I called him that because it's like common law. And actually about a month ago, I got a ring. So I'm sure the camera is like not picking up on it at all. But we went to the Golden Nugget and Keegan and Sarah proposed then. And of course I said, no, I'm just kidding. So I'm kind of not going to say that because I'm probably like fiance, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. We've been together for 6 years. We have 3 kids together. It feels like we're kind of already a married throuple is the best way to put it. But yeah. Today I'm going to be diving into Glamlite's collaboration with Mikayla. So the entire collection was $149 and that's not including like the PR bundle they had. I got just the bundle of all the makeup cosmetic products. So there was another bundle that you got like the PR box and a velvet green makeup bag, and just those are things that I don't need to pay extra money for when I'm just in it for like the makeup. I do want to say one thing that really annoyed me, and this is the second time that I've seen Glamlite do this. And it's the fact is that they're advertising that they're coming up with this awesome palette, and they did it with Hershey, the Hershey collaboration. And then all of a sudden you go to the day to order it and it wasn't advertised at all. And they say shipping will begin in 3 to 4 weeks. Like, so if you're gonna advertise that this palette's coming out and it's kind of a pre-order situation, you should probably throw that into your advertisements as well. And not just like, oh, you go to order it and you're like, oh, fuck this shit. Because that's what happened to the Hershey collaboration. I did not get that makeup palette collection bundle, whatever the hell, because the fact that it would take so long to ship out. Now I got this palette in this collection because I really like the color green. So, and I really enjoyed the first palette collaboration. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some eyes. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the eyes today because I've got all my foundation and stuff on. And I want to start off by looking at the 10 color palette. So, and it's called a 10 color palette because 5 of these shades are eyeshadows and surprise, 5 of them are pressed pigments. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and insert some swatches of just this palette right here. I'm going to go ahead and start with the top row from the 10 color palette. The first shade is going to be Aspire. The second shade is going to be the shade Blossom. Then the shade January 23rd. The shade Teddy. And finally, the shade The Butterfly. So those are the first row of the 10 color palette. And now for the second row, the first shade is Charcuterie. Then the shade Soft Center. The shade Workaholic. The shade Chorico. And finally, the shade Tea Time. So that is the second row in the 10 color palette. Man, I'm really digging the shade Blossom in January 23rd. I mean, if it isn't obvious, I really enjoy the color green. I'm actually not wearing a black shirt today. I'm wearing my green Float Fest shirt. So I went to Float Fest, which was in Gonzales, Texas, and it's like a 2-day festival. And Marshmello was like the headliner along with Dead 5 and Cage the Elephant, I believe like Tovlo, got like a shit ton of people. I'm pretty sure, oh, and Chance the Rapper. So went to that, got the t-shirt, really enjoyed myself. Really enjoyed the idea of going to a music festival where you float the river during the day and then at night you go to the concert. Now granted, they had the concert starting at like 2 p.m. and we missed a bunch of the earlier showings because we were floating the river and we were, you know, on our little vacation and we didn't have our kids, so no one was getting up balls early to float the river. But with that being said, obviously I'm really enjoying the color green. So this is the 30 color palette, and this one is just so cute. It's kind of like the last one that was like purple and silver, but this time it's, you know, green and gold, and the front moves a little bit. Give it a little bougie feel to it. So this one has 30 shades, and this is what it looks like on the inside, and holy cow. So this has got 12 eyeshadows and then 18 pressed pigments. And just like before, I'm gonna go ahead and insert some swatches just right here. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the top row of the 30 color palette, and the first shade's going to be Glazed, then the shade Sparkly, the shade Poppin', the shade Dreams, the shade Insane, and finally the shade Cloud 9. So that is the first row. And for the second row, we've got Glitter, or Glitta, I'm sorry. Then 11, 20, 21, Gold AF. Then the shade Bro, Stabbies, oh gosh, there's like an accent there. And finally, Beauty Kills. Then we have the shade 13, Fall Riva, Grateful, the shade Cody James, the Market, and the Commons. Some of these are coming out a little patchier, but I'm trying to use the same pressure. And there's a little bit of staining in my arm, but we're gonna go with the fourth row, starting with Mama Wang, Pat Rice, Oh My God, Mimu, Fatty, and Authenticity. Ooh, that one is very, very splotchy. So, and the final row, I Love You, No Hash Lines, 2021, Wicked Awesome. Ooh, these are a little splotchy. The shade You, and finally, Blackest Black. And that is all of the shades swatched. Man, I don't even know which one I want to start with. I think I'm going to start off with the 30 just because there's like more to choose from. I think I am going to go ahead and go in with some greens. So just kind of be all monotone today. But yeah, let's jump. Oh, before I jump in, I forgot. So I bought the full collection, which includes, you know, every piece except for it wasn't the PR package. So I didn't get the makeup bag or the big box that I had to figure out how to dispose of or display. It also came with a 4-piece brush set. And so this retails for $18. I think I have Glamlite brushes from before. I think I have like the Christmassy peppermint ones. I don't have them in front of me because I like pull them out during the holiday seasons because I'm batshit crazy. But these are all eye brushes, and it looks like you get 3 nice fluffy brushes and then 1 eyeliner brush, or like I don't use these for eyeliner. I use these to clean up my eyebrows. So it's just an angled flat brush. And then you've got basically just 3 fluffy brushes. There's not much difference. This one's a little bit more densely packed. This one feels a little bit looser. And then this one has a little bit of a different shape, still densely packed. But it's not bad for $18. They feel really nice. I really like the green packaging. That's about it. But I'll go ahead and try to use these for most of my eyes. I know I'm going to need my other brushes as well. This is not enough to do eyeshadow in my opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with this more rounded, densely packed, kind of almost flat, not as poofy brush. I don't think any of them, oh, they are labeled. I lie. So this is brush number 2. Oh, I am. So I'm actually going to start off with the shade Workaholic from the smaller palette. And I'm going to use that number 2 brush, and I'm going to start in my outer corner. So I'm not going to lie, it feels a little bit weird to be filming just because it's been quite some time. But I figured I'd let you know kind of what's going on. We moved houses. So before we were renting, and we purchased our first home in April. So when you're moving and you're an adult and you have no kids, it's like really fucking easy. When you have a family and you have 3 kids and 3 grown-ass adults, it's not exactly the quickest and easiest task. So, and believe it or not, we're still kind of unpacking. It's kind of like those things that you don't use all the time. So we have like in our garage, just like a little pile of stuff that I try to tackle a little bit every day, along with like our utility room, which is just like where we keep all like the medicine and random cords, where we charge our iPads and the kids' iPads. And it's like where my craft stuff is. And man, that has probably been the hardest room for me to unpack and organize. And it like stresses me out. So I only do like a little bit a day because I get so overwhelmed by it so quickly. And I'm the type of person who unpacks and who, I want everything organized. I want everything perfect. I want to look like it came out of a magazine or from a Pinterest board. So yeah, that's how things have been going. But this color is gorgeous. And it's just like blending like a dream. I don't know if this shade is a pressed pigment. Let me see. I got smart and I wrote notes. Oh, yes. So this shade Workaholics is a pressed pigment. All right, I'm going to take the clean, fluffier brush. I believe this is brush 1. And I'm going to go ahead and like blend that out, buff it out a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh. I don't watch a lot of TikTok because I'm technology incompetent. And I don't watch Mikayla's content. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I have her first palette and I absolutely loved it. So when I saw in Trend Mood and on Glamlite's Instagram that she was gonna drop another one, I was like, oh, I might get that again. I really enjoyed the first one. And then I saw it was green. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta buy the whole fucking thing. But I mean, I'm impressed with the quality of Glamlite. But I don't really know anything about Mikayla. So, and it's not to be mean or rude or anything. I just don't know how to work the TikToks. My goal is to start learning how to work the TikToks. The TikToks that I have posted, Sarah's helped me do that because I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh, I do love that color. So I am going to be doing this look kind of simple today just to kind of test a few shadows here and here and see how everything blends out and, you know, how easy it is to create a look. Just because I'm taking my kids to swim and I don't want to look crazy on a Wednesday taking my kids to swim full glam. I will continue to try this palette out and see if I like it. But so far, like, this shade blended out absolutely wonderfully. So I'm going to dip into the bigger palette now. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the shade 13. So this is a very like minty pastel green right here. The shade 13 is actually an eyeshadow. I'm going to dust off the number 2 brush and use that one again, just because I'm trying to use all these brushes. I'm going to go ahead and place this one in the center of my eyelid, blending it into the shade Workaholic. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, I did forget to mention, when I started this, I did prime my eyes with Suvia Beauty's Paint and Prime Eye Base, and it's the white one. Just because it does make colors pop a little bit more. And yes, it's still my favorite 6 months later. So I really enjoy that one. Definitely need to re-up on it soon because it's pretty empty. I really want to deepen out my outer corner just a little bit more. And I'm actually going to try to use this brush to kind of densely pack the shade in and then buff it out with a fluffier brush. So I'm going to dip into the shade Cody James. So this is going to be the matte right here. So it's a deeper green, but still has those like bluish undertones. And this is also another eyeshadow. So I'm just going to like kind of place it in my outer corner just to deepen things up a little bit. God, these all blend just really beautifully. I'm blending that out with that last brush. I think this is the number 4. For the inner corner and like this end of my eyelid, I'm going to be using the shade Blossom. So I'm just going to take my finger and dip into it, but it's going to be from the smaller palette. And it's like this pastel green glitter shimmer shade. Oops, this is where I'm going to use a not Glamlite brush, but I'm going to just use a very small detailing brush and pick up that shade and kind of just like give it a like defined line. Just like that. So I know it's very basic, but this is going to be my eye look today. And I'm just going to go ahead, pop off camera, replicate this look. And, ooh, before I like apply to the other eye, there is also 2 sets of lashes that this collection came with. And you can buy these also individually on the website. And there's 2 different styles of lashes. So you got Daydreamer, which is a more natural lash. I don't even know if you can see it on camera because it's so dark. And then you've got High Fashion, which is a much bolder lash. And each of these are $12 each. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Daydreamer one. Like I said, I'm going to my kids' swim lessons, so I kind of don't want to look crazy. All right, so I have the eyes all finished. I already went ahead and did my under eye as well, just because I used the same shades that I used above my eye. So I went ahead and take that shade 13 and did it right down here, and then used the shade Cody James to blend it into my wings. And man, these lashes, okay, the band on them is super thin. And I've been wearing false eyelashes for over 10 years now. And like, I never caught on to the magnetic trend. I didn't like it. It felt heavy. I'm also a contact wearer, so maybe like it was just me being like, I've got contacts, I've got magnets, it's too much. But when a band is too thin and they start to twist when you're trying to put it on, it starts to get messy and you start to get glue on your eyelids. And that, I felt like I was fighting the lash to get it to stick down properly. So I'm not the biggest fan. Like right now I really love, and I think it's been over a year since I really love these, but I love the Lunar Beauty Luna and Nova lashes. Like those two are my go-to styles. I love the band on them. I love how they look, and it's just easy to apply. So that's just kind of how I feel about them. I mean, for $12, it's not bad. They look really nice, but at the same time, I don't like to have to fight the band to get it to stick to my eyelid. Next up, we got two different little lip kits, lip bundles. So I'm going to start by opening the set Lucky Charm. And so these retail for $20 each. So you get a lipstick, a lip liner, and a lip gloss. So let's go ahead and swatch the lipstick and the lip liner. Well, I do like that packaging where like you click it and it opens. So this one's a very, very pale nude. So that is what it looks like. This is, and I already know what these look like. I saw the pictures online. Neither of these colors are my go-to color. So I'm hoping it will still look really nice on me. I'm more of a bold lip person. I like my reds, I like my oranges, I like my vampy lips. Those are my go-tos. So now obviously we have a lip liner that matches. So it is a wooden pencil instead of like the twist ups, which kind of, like I'm half and half. Like some days I like the ones where you sharpen yourself, and some days I'm like, I'm in a hurry, twist the motherfucker up. And then finally, now this definitely is something I love. You got a nice iridescent gloss. It kind of has more of a green shift than like just rainbow. Let's see if I can swatch that. But if you can see that, you can't really see it. It fucking blows. But so we got that set, and that is Lucky Charms. And then the second set is Golden Dreams. Now this should be the darker lip. You know, same thing. You got a lipstick, a lip liner, and a gloss. Yeah, this is the more mauve toned lipstick right here. You know, same thing. Got the mauve toned lip liner. And then you got a beautiful gold gloss. So, and then there's the gold one on the bottom. Oh, I lied. It's the gold one's on top. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am first off going to take this lip oil off my lips, and then I'm going to use the Golden Dreams lip liner and a little bit of the lipstick and put it on, like, kind of do an ombre lip with the lighter color in the center. I don't know how I feel about this color. It's very cool toned. I am a fan of a cool tone nude, but when it's a little bit darker, this is like my lip color, but cooler. So it's kind of hard to see. I don't know. And the pencil's rough. Like, I feel like I'm kind of jabbing at my lips to get it to go onto my lips. It's not my color. Ooh, that really sucks. So on the lipsticks, so on the lip liners, you can see what color you're grabbing because they have the shades, just, you know, like a little ribbon of the shade right here. But for the lipsticks, there's no sticker, there's no label. So I have to like open them to figure out, okay, so that's the light one. That's very odd. I like a label of some sort so I know what I'm grabbing. So again, it doesn't look like I'm putting anything on my lips at all, just because it's the shade of my lips and just a little cooler. But it's fine. Like, I'm sure that this is like Mikayla's preference in shades and why that's why they're in the collection. But I do feel like these lipsticks do not go with everyone's skin tone whatsoever. Like, at all. So I'm gonna take this cooler color and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the center of my lips. Like, I like the idea of looking dead, but I look dead. So I'm going to be using the more iridescent looking gloss, and because I'm very OCD, I'm not going to be using like the doe foot applicator to put on my lips. So I'm going to put it on a palette and use my lip brush right here to apply the gloss. I really don't like it when I use a gloss and the lipstick is like staining the one, and then it gets, the color gets in there, and then it all looks like mush. I'm not a fan of that. So I went in and just put the gloss in the center of my lip because I felt like it looks better that way, but it's not sticky. It feels kind of oily. So I've got my lips done, and the final thing in this collection is going to be a duochrome highlighter trio. You got a little palette here that has 3 different highlighter shades. They're all pretty duochrome. So you've got the shades Starstruck, Blinding, and Are You Kidding Me? So this is going to be the more blue toned one, and then we got a green toned one and like gold toned one. So I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Blinding, the green toned one, and I'm actually going to place that in my inner corner to start with. So I'm going to just use a little detailing brush for that. There we go. Kind of make my eyes pop just a little bit more. And then I'm going to take that same shade and use it as a highlighter. So I'm just going to apply right here. Definitely not a daytime look, but we're going for it anyway. I don't want to put colored highlighter on my forehead or my nose or anywhere else. So, but that is the highlighter. So I'm going to step off camera real quick, put some blush on, set this face, and then we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about these products. All right, so it's been a few hours. I kind of meant to film this a little bit sooner, but this is what the complete look looks like. You can kind of tell that it's been a few hours because my hair seems to be like just poofing and poofing more. But, you know, gotta be a mom. Took the kids to swim, came home, made the dinner, put them to bed, and here we are. So my final thoughts, it's not really final thoughts because I'm going to continue to use these products, but like my first impressions of these products after using them for the first time. So I want to go ahead and start off with the lipsticks and lip liners. Holy cow, they're right in front of me, just blended in right with those brushes. Okay, so we have both lipsticks and lip liners. I am not a fan of these, and I keep catching a glimpse of myself in the viewfinder, and I definitely don't like the colors on me. But besides the colors, I don't like how hard you have to press with the pencils to get the pigment to show up on your lips. And I kind of feel like these lipsticks, they just kind of like settle into all of your like crevices on your lips. And I do not like the way that looks. And I keep my lips very hydrated. I use lip masks every night. I wear a lip oil before I apply my lips. So it's just a little frustrating that they just kind of look the way they do. Of course, like when I added the gloss on top, which I absolutely love the gloss. So I'm very excited to have these, and I can't wait to try out the gold one. But the gloss kind of smooths everything over, and they don't feel sticky at all. They almost feel like a lip oil, but they're a gloss because they've got like that shimmery, like you want to put it on top of a lipstick. In my head, like if you get a lip oil, it's a treatment. Like I don't wear my lip oils on top of my lipsticks. I don't like to get the doe foot applicator dirty, so that's just the type of person I am. But I really, really enjoy these. But you can only buy the glosses in the lip sets, and each lip set is $20. So, I mean, I paid $20 for a lip gloss before, so I don't know, but I do like these. So I want to move on to the lashes. Now, obviously, I only wore one pair today, and the pair I wore was the more natural looking. That was in the style Daydreamer. The band on them was just ridiculously too thin, and it got tangled up with my lashes as I was trying to apply it, so I'm really not a big fan. I will give these ones a go as well, but I don't see myself re-wearing these ones at all. The brushes. So these brushes are, like, the color of them are so pretty, and I really like them. They just feel so soft that I definitely will be using these brushes and just adding them with my everyday brushes. So I really think this is worth the $18 for the 4-piece set. So now I have the highlighter palette. So you get those 3 duochrome highlighters. This is really pretty, but I see myself using it more for like inner corner highlights on my eye looks, more than just wearing like a very colorful highlighter on my face. I feel like the days of having a blinding highlight aren't where they used to be. I mean, if you're going out to the club, yeah, blinding highlight. Going to a music festival, yeah, a colorful blinding highlight, you know? And it is festival season, but for an everyday, going to coffee with your friends, taking your kids to school, taking your kids to swim swim lessons. It's just not a palette. It's not a highlighter palette that I see myself reaching for often. It's really pretty. So finally, we have both eyeshadow palettes. I absolutely love the color story on both of these, and I love how well my eye look blended out. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's the same quality as her first palette, or the same quality as the first collaboration. I'm definitely gonna be reaching for this a lot in the fall. This is definitely more of a fall palette in my eye, especially with all like the purples and greens for Halloween coming up. But these are great. Definitely worth every penny for the palettes themselves. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, subscribe for future content. I will be posting tomorrow, so go ahead and turn your notifications on. And until next time, bye y'all.